With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone. The question that we are going to discuss now is, from the following, select the process which takes place during the development of the embryo sac. Okay, so among these processes which has been given in the options, we have to tell which among them involves in the development of the embryo sac. Now, if you talk about the embryo sac which is given in this picture, now what is the embryo sac? It's a female gametophyte. Okay, it's a female gametophyte which is present where it is present in the ovules of the angiosperms, which are the flowering plants. They are present in the ovules of angiosperms. Okay, and how are they formed? They are formed when the haploid megaspores, nucleus, it divides. Okay, and it possesses 2 haploid nuclei and 6 haploid cells which do not have cell walls. So now if you can see in this structure, there in this structure you can see there are 2 polar nuclei. Okay, so this, it is one cell but it has 2 nucleus, so it is known as polar nucleus. Okay, now if you can see here, there are 2 synergids and 1 egg, and if you combine both of them, what are they called? They are known as egg apparatus. Okay, so it is known as what? It is known as egg apparatus. Okay, now if you talk about the 3 cells which are present here, the 3 cells are the antipodal cells, and the one you can see here are 3 antipodal cells which are present below the polar nuclei. Okay, now if you can see in this picture, how are this embryo sac developing? Now embryo sac, how it is developed, the first stage, it happens when megasporangiagenesis occurs, when the haploid megaspores, they form tetrad, and due to which meiosis happens to the mother cells. Okay, so there are megaspores which divides. Okay, and they undergo what? They undergo 3 mitotic division. 3 mitotic division. Okay, and out of this 3 disintegrates and 1 sustains, which later develops into the embryo sac. Okay, then this later develops into the embryo sac. Then what's happened is the second stage is the megagametogenesis. Okay, then what happens is the megagametogenesis, now where the embryo sac is formed due to the mitosis of the functional haploid megaspores to form 8 nucleate and 7 cell gametophyte. Okay, so you can see here that there are 8 nucleus, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, but the 7 cells are 7 because this is the one cell but it has 2 nucleus. That is why it is known as polar nuclei. Okay, so the polar nuclei that move to the center out of all the 8 nuclei, and it combines, okay, and generate a single diploid cell at the location which is at the center of this embryo sac. Okay, now this single diploid cell then fuses with the sperm to generate the diploid endosperm. Okay, now if you talk about the statements which is given, the first statement is saying that functional megaspore divides by 3 mitotic division. Then I told you megaspores, out of the megaspores which is left, they are divided, and they are divided by 3 mitotic division, and they form this polar nuclei. So this is correct. Now if you talk about the second, that the type of nuclear division is free where no cell wall formation takes place, then that is also correct. The type of nuclear division which is happening here is the free, and it happens in the endosperm of what? It happens in the endosperm of the coconut basically. Okay, coconut endosperm, and what happens is that the nuclear division is free and there is no formation of the cell wall in this. So this is also correct. Now the C, that among 8 nuclei 6 are surrounded by a cell wall, then that is also correct. Among these only 6 will be surrounded by the cell wall, and these 2 will not be surrounded by any cell wall, which is known as the polar nuclei. Okay, so only 6 nucleus will be surrounded by the cell wall. Okay, and these 2 will not be surrounded by any cell wall. So this is also the correct option. Now if you talk about the last one, that the central cell is situated below the egg apparatus, then I told you this is the egg apparatus which consists of egg and synergids, and the polar nuclei or the central cell is present just below it. Okay, so this option is also the correct option. So if you look at the correct options, the correct option will be all are correct. Okay, so option 4 will be correct because all of them are correct and they involve in the development of the embryo sac. Okay, so all are correct. I hope this is helpful. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.